Hey, how's it going, guys, and welcome back to some more Total War Arena. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Macedonian Hoplites, which are a tier 5 Greek unit. I'm going to be taking them out with Leonidas as he's kind of the Greek commander I'm most comfortable on. I don't really play Greeks too much, however, I'm trying to get into them and trying to use them more so when I'm playing against them, I can kind of understand them a lot better. The Macedonian Hoplites I'm using are pretty bare, so they're basically like a tier 4 fully upgraded unit, as it kind of takes a while for these higher tier units to ramp up through their upgrades. So I haven't got these guys fully upgraded. However, I feel like the games I have to show you guys today are pretty decent. Again, I've got two good replays. I think I'm going to save them each for an individual video. So make sure to keep an eye out for the next installment of this kind of Leonidas Macedonian Hoplites. If you're interested where they are on the tech tree, you can go ahead and find them right there at tier 5. You can see I'm slowly making my way through all of the Greek units bit by bit. I kind of want to at least get up to tier 7 hoplites for the Greeks before I really kind of make my verdict on, you know, if I enjoy them or not. Barbarian wise, if you are interested, I'm again up to tier 5 on most of the units, and then obviously we've got our bad boy Romans where we're pretty much almost all the way up to tier 10. And again, I'm slowly trying to work my way through all these other units, not playing cavalry as much, again just so I get a better understanding of the game. So what we'll do, I guess I'll show off my Leonidas tech tree. Again, I highly recommend you always upgrade these tech trees whenever you can. Keep them updated because they really do provide you with some pretty intense buffs, especially for example with Leonidas. These upgrades go ahead and give an additional 10 seconds off my shield bash, so it just means it comes back so much quicker, and it is just such a deadly spell, I guess deadly ability I should say. I'm also taking the Olympic trials with the Macedonian Hoplites as well. I kind of feel like they do provide me with the best stats that I can bring, and I've spoken to a few really high tier people who do go ahead and bring these hoplites, and that's what they say they normally bring. However, I'm always asking, you know, to give me advice. You guys have probably played a lot more Greeks than me, so feel free to give me tips and tricks for hoplites down below in the comments, and we'll jump into the replay right now, so I'll see you guys there. So the battle is going to be on Hadrian's Wall. I'm still very much learning how we should go ahead and do these, because like playing arena replays is, I'm not really sure what to show you guys. Do you guys want to see like the entire battlefield so we can see the enemy team and my team, or do you just want to see my units? Do you want to see the entire team? Like, this is very much a learning process, I should say, as we continue to play. Like, what do you guys want to see when we do these replays? Would you want me just to stick with my units as if I'm playing the game, however obviously just focusing more on what I'm doing, or would you rather me focus on my entire team, like looking what everyone's doing, or just simply glance over it every now and again but mainly focus on myself? Or just focus on the entire battlefield, see what the enemy are doing, what my team are doing, because I can change all the like fog of war stuff straight away as we jump in. I'll quickly run through what we've got on at least my left side. So we have some tier 3 skirmishers and some tier 4 Roman infantry. We also have a tier 5 Greek player right here. He does actually, is this Kanani? This is Kanani as well. So we have a Greek player with some Macedonian hoplites of their own, but having Kanani here is amazing because obviously this is tier 5, so they have barrage, whereas a lot of these Romans are going to have a weaker testudo. So this Greek player can just hammer away right now. And my main focus right here on my Greeks, which you can see again, I think they look really nice as well, the Macedonian hoplites. My main plan here is just to simply throw myself into this fight, because I know I can take on all of these Roman infantry if I micro correctly, and I simply just want to make my way over here. We're also taking control of this watchtower, and you can see there are actually some tier 4 archers right here who are going to be getting a nice volley off on our Kanani archers. And again, we're kind of at a small disadvantage, because if you look at it right now, we've only got 2 archers compared to their 3. However, we do have barrage, which we're going to be shooting out so many arrows at the enemy. So you can see it's kind of a nice little exchange right there. We do end up winning it. Barrage does kind of win out over an extra unit. However, this Greek player does decide that he doesn't want to take this engagement anymore, and he is just going to simply run away. We're going to continue to advance our hoplites. I really want to try and just take this gap right here. I don't want to allow the enemy, you know, any quarter whatsoever to break their way in, because we are somewhat outnumbered looking at the men right now, and I have to be very careful of these archers. I've obviously got fight in the shade on my units as well as I continue to push up. The rest of the battlefield, you can see the center, we got some cavalry roaming around, trying to get some hits off on the artillery, but I'm not sure it's going to be able to achieve that. On the right flank, we've kind of got no one there to attack us right now. It does look like they're playing very, very defensive in the center and on the right flank. Oh, they do actually get a really nice charge off there, and it does look like these guys are going to be able to run out. If they just continue moving northwards, they can easily get out of there. So again, I'm just simply fighting in the shade right now. I don't really want to commit because they've got a lot of units here. Luckily, having this watchtower provides us with some great vision, so we can see everything they've got. They've got dogs, they've got infantry, they've got archers. So really, all I'm trying to do is I'm fighting in the shade, so I'm barely taking any damage from missiles. I'm pinging at the moment in this battle. I'm telling our tier 5 archers to outrange these guys, hit them away, and scare them off until I make my move. We also obviously have friendly units right here, so I'm hoping that our tier 3 Greek cavalry can make their way through the forest and actually take out them archers, even though they have been pretty depleted. So see, there's a nice little engagement right here. We do have a unit of our friendly Macedonian Hoplites right now engaging the Hoplites, engaging the Stati, I should say. And at the moment, it doesn't look like he's migrating too much, because one of the things you have to really focus on with Hoplites is your fatigue bar. Can we click on him? Oh, we're doing it. Doesn't look like we can. But we can do this. Let's go ahead and stick to player switch and let's enable that. So if you can't see the fatigue bar, why not? That's interesting. Oh, well, we'll go back on myself for now, because you have a fatigue bar when you're in a hoplite formation, which basically means that you can't stay fully locked into combat forever, because when you hit above 80% fatigue, you're going to start losing your strength, your shield wall. Romans and other units are going to be able to find their way in between the gaps and start killing you. So you have to kind of shuffle backwards and shuffle forwards and really micro it, which is something I really like. It makes the Greeks feel so different to all the other units. I'm hoping it's going to show up in the replay, so I can really go ahead and talk more about it. So again, I kept fighting the shade here because I knew I was going to be facing a dirty little peeler throw. I form my phalanx right now and get ready to fight these guys. I do see some war dogs coming in. I'm going to let the war dogs come in as much as they can, and then I'm going to be shield bashing right there. You can see that it just incinerates the dogs right there, which is really useful because dogs are a really potent force against phalanxes and pikemen. Mainly pikemen. Phalanxes seem to have a bit of a better job right there. So you can see I'm currently engaging right here. At the moment, my fatigue bar. It's annoying it doesn't show me the fatigue bar. It really, really is. We've also popped our piercing blow as well, which goes ahead and gives us 20% of our piercing penetration damage against armor, which is great against Roman units. However, you can see right here, now it makes us extremely slow. Basically makes us immovable. We can't retreat backwards. So you have to really go ahead and time that as well as possible, because a lot of the time, if you pop piercing blow at the wrong time, you're going to end up not being able to fall or to shuffle backwards because you can't move because of the debuff from that speed, from that piercing blow. The speed debuff is going to be too much. I'm also coming over here to try and help out kill this cavalry and the rest of the Roman infantry there, as well as trying to deal here. We've got our archers up here as well who are volleying off with theirs, and our Greek cavalry are going to come in and absolutely smash these guys. However, not doing too much damage. I guess because they are tier 3, they do really struggle. Rest of the battlefield, we can see that we do have a majority of our force coming down here now on the right flank. They're slowly making their way down. And we have a nice little engagement in the center as well. Thankfully, I think we are going to win this. We even have some scorpions right here as well. Yeah, so hopefully we're going to be bringing up a lot of these guys to help out. However, our force just needs to push. They do have some nice pikemen. Again, we can see the pikemen right here forming up inside the fortress, which looks pretty deadly. We're just going to have to continue to push down. So again, I'm trying to look for more combat right here, whether it's in the woods or whatever. So we're going to continue to push. We'll go back up to normal speed whilst this battle continues to go on. So as you can see, I'm trying to engage. I'm not popping phalanx right away because I just want to simply get involved. Now, this is not the greatest move to do maybe with phalanxes, because when you do finally form phalanx, like you can see right now, I'm in a really bad position. So I need to shuffle backwards quickly to get in a better position and then push forward, because when I am in this kind of scuppered formation, I'm going to be having gaps in my formation where the Romans are going to really take advantage and slaughter me. I need to make sure I'm a tightly knitted shield wall, impenetrable from the front. And you can see I'm just going to be simply moving back and forward. I'm going to be trying to pop. I've got Fight in the Shade on this unit still, trying to protect me from these archers. And you can see I'm just simply moving forward, slowly but surely, shield bashing whenever I can, trying to take them down. And as I said, I'm not really the best Leonidas player in the world, best hoplite player. I think I've got a total of like 100 games on the Greeks, so I'm very not great with them whatsoever. But I definitely want, as I said, want to keep on using them as much as I can. And you can just see the sheer strength of them. If you micro correctly, if you use them well, then you can really just dominate the battlefield. As you basically are just like a brick wall from the front. Luckily, these are allied units. I don't have to worry too much there. So the battle is looking pretty good for us. We have the numbers, however, we don't have any cavalry. Oh, we do have some cavalry left. We have some Greek cavalry left right here. However, they have a ton of missiles. So it's going to be up to this Greek cavalry to try and take out these archers. If they don't succeed to take out them archers, it's going to be a very, very hard game. Oh no, thank God for that. I thought it was going to charge onto these tier 4 dudes right now. So again, I'm trying to come back, trying to protect these guys whilst the battle is still going on. I'm taking a lot of missile fire here, trying to chase down these dogs. And then I see these tier 3 skirmishers right now, the javelin infantry. And they will cut me to pieces if I'm not careful. So I'm going to immediately turn left here and just make my way away from these. There's no point me running down here because they're going to shoot me. I'm just simply going to retreat. Over on this right flank, I'm helping out a little bit, killing the cavalry. You can see some nice eliminations up there. And at the moment, we've got a good amount of defensive score and aggression, but really it's up to this guy right now. 5,000 aggression is pretty impressive indeed. So now, it looks like there's no one going to be going for our base. I kind of did the maths. The number-wise, it's looking pretty good for us right now. Everything they have is here. So I'm going to be pushing to the base. However, our cavalry has died somehow. Now, our cavalry is still alive, but is going to die very, very soon. And as you can see, they have a ton of missiles left still remaining on the battlefield. They have all of these guys. And they also have all of this. So you can see the numbers are dropping really, really quickly for us. A lot of our infantry are getting cut to pieces. Our cavalry are all dying. We've got these barbarian horsemen on the right flank cutting down these archers. And you can just see the numbers. We were like 400 men in the lead right now. Or we were until a second ago. We've got a lot of tier 3 infantry left here. Luckily, we do have some tier 5. Says we have some tier 5s here. But these guys are... Oh, no, yeah, these are good. Yeah, these are... some good infantry. These are principes right there, which is good. So we do have some decently high tier infantry, which should be able to beat this. However, we have some pikemen in the back. And there we go. Our cavalry finally is killed. And that's really bad for us because they still have a lot of archers. And you can see the archers are just racking up points on our infantry. And we don't really have any way to kind of chase them down. We have like one archer, I think, somewhere. Yeah, we have one archer up here who is just guarding Malone. Oh, it's not Malone. There's a couple of them. Kanani's royal bodyguard right there. However, they're just kind of out the game pretty much. And you can see the real trouble I'm having to catch these guys down. We're having just to charge these guys down, but we're not fast enough. I'm not Militades. I'm not, I'm Leonidas. I'm the slowest of all the Greeks. I have no charge. I simply have to just chase after these guys and hope for the best with fighting the shade on. Without fighting the shade, I would be getting slaughtered right now. Luckily, I have it on, so it's not too bad. I am also bringing up some units in the base as well. I really want to try and kill these brigands as quickly as I can, which is the cavalry, the cavalry for the barbarians. Because you can see the battle is so close right now, only a couple hundred men in it, and they have the missile advantage. This healthy unit of tier 4 archers can just rack havoc on our front lines. We're going to be advancing, however the pike wall goes down, and I just about managed to turn around without taking too many casualties and make my way around the flanks. Over here as well, I fuck up so badly. This was so bad by me. I pulled down my phalanx thinking these guys were enemies, and obviously there's a 10-second wind up and cooldown for the phalanx, so I had to quickly do a bit of friendly fire there before running away. So I kind of really take stock of the battlefield here. I think this is where we could have lost the game right there, because they could have just shot us to pieces for the entirety of the battle. However, I quickly decide that I think our best bet is for these guys to chase them away. So I'm typing right now to the team, and I highly recommend it to everyone who's playing this game. Do communicate with your team through chat, because it is really, really vital. I'm like, guys, you chase away the archers, and I'll just try and cap, because 2 units of infantry cap surprisingly quickly. Especially when this cavalry isn't focusing on decapping me. I think the enemy kind of think that all of these units are the ones capping, and you can't really see this because of Fog of War. I mean, we can actually just have a quick look. If we just pause it right now, click over to the enemy team Fog of War, and then click play again. Yeah, they can't see my units right now, so my units are currently hidden, and I'm getting a ton of cap points right now. I'm doing a great job at winning this, so you can just kind of see the power of Fog of War and just hiding around certain gaps. So you can see I'm currently hiding right now. They don't know where I am, so it kind of stops this cavalry from decapping me, and I'm just simply using my infantry and my phalanxes to push away and just try and get these archers away. You see all the archers are focused all the way over here instead of decapping me right now. And same right here with my ally chasing away these archers, actually managing to catch them, do a lot of damage. Wow, that's a good charge. And all this time, I'm racking up the cap points. I'm over 6,000 now, soon to be over 7,000. The cavalry is busy elsewhere. And again, they just can't see me, so because they can't see me, their archers can't shoot me. They can obviously focus fire, but they don't know where I am. I'm also going to be engaging with dogs over here, kind of forming up phalanx once again. Taking on the handlers. The handlers are pretty easy pickings right now. Again, over 7,000 points. And they just don't know where I am. Finally, it kind of clicks that, oh god, they must be capping over here. They try and send some cavalry right over here, and they're so close to decapping me. All they need to do is do a little bit of damage. They engage, but we do just win just in time. That was a super close battle, and I feel like if I didn't cap, they could have easily have just won the day by shooting us. I don't know, maybe not though, because we have a lot of numbers by that point, and they would have to do a lot of damage. And if we just constantly chase them, I don't know, it would have been a close battle, I think, if I didn't go in for the cap. So that was one of our battles with the Macedonian Hoplites. I will try and maybe bring you guys another replay when I've upgraded them a bit more, so you guys can see their full potential. However, for now, I just wanted to kind of get a nice little Leonidas phalanx game out there on the Macedonian Hoplites, because they are a pretty cool unit. And hopefully, soon enough, I will be on the foot companions, because the foot companions look really, really cool. They actually look pretty similar, but their upgrades look really cool. Just trust me on that one. And then maybe I'll also try and get a different commander out, because I don't actually have Miltiades unlocked, and he has a really interesting kit. I also want to show you guys Alexander with, I really want to show you guys Alexander with Hoplites as well, because I think Alexander Hoplites is also really, really good, because Anvil basically acts as a silence, which I think is so insane, because if you can lock Germanicus into your phalanx and press Anvil, he can't use his Vengeance, so you can really outplay Vengeance. And a Germanicus without Vengeance at tier 5 is nothing. You can slaughter him with Hoplites. It's pretty crazy as long as you micro correctly. And then you also kind of get the bonuses of debuffing them as well. You debuff them by the melee defense and stuff, and also reduce their charge deflect as well, meaning that cavalry can come in. I think he's a really, really good commander if played correctly with Hoplites. So we definitely have to go ahead and try that out. Obviously, you miss out on using that tier 5 ability, but I think it's completely worth it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Make sure to drop a like and a comment if you did, and I'll see you guys next time, and fish out.